And you ran everybody through my head.
One more filter in.
And they're like, oh, render it.
I gotta make a bed.
Hey friends, 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 and Justin, hey friends.
I'm not a friend.
Right.
Hey friends. So, welcome back. It's another lovely semester of Spartasoft. We've adopted a new time from 6 to 8. I want your guys' feedback after tonight on how you feel about that, but for now we're rolling with it. Tonight our friend Brock is going to lead us in Bad Games with Brock, another really fun adventure.
Woo!
No one wants to hear me talk, here he is.
Hey, Brad.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So, who's excited?
Woo! I'm always excited.
Yeah,
My hands are
I
busy
like
playing
that.
Minecraft.
Why are you playing Minecraft?
We're all playing.
I feel slighted.
No, it's just
They're playing
Minecraft
Minecraft too.
good.
Oh my god.
We're all.
Why are you all Minecraft? This ain't the
Can you guys
Minecraft
wait
club.
2 hours?
I mean, I'm playing Smash. It's okay.
Okay, so none of you are watching me.
I'm totally listening.
I'm
watching you, Brock, and recording you because I was requested.
You have to.
Brownie points if you're listening.
I closed it.
Can they be redeemed for legitimate brownies?
Yes. Anyway, I'm Brock.
Hi, Brock.
I am your half Canadian secretary extraordinaire. Was I born in Canada? No. Is my family from there? Some of them. I've been playing games literally all my life. I never make the picture show up after that, but there's a picture. I own so many video games. They all sit on a shelf in my room, and I love it. It's probably my favorite item that I own. And if you ever need recommendations, I'm here. I'm going to start doing that after this Thursday, because this Thursday, my recommendation is don't play this game. I'm a level 8 Hildorf cleric, War Domain. And yes, 5th edition. And I play a weird amount of bad games for somebody who is a absolute snob. And there's the picture of little baby Brock with a Nintendo 64.
You're such a tiny boy.
I'm so small.
Small.
Anyway, last time, for those of you who weren't around, we discussed this gem. I call it the room of video games. If you don't know what The Room is, go watch The Room, because it's the this of movies. So, today we're going to be discussing something that I found that was worse. So much worse, actually. I played through it all. I like to play through all these video games just to make sure. And I can say without a fact that I would never inflict this video game coming up on my worst enemy.
But you would on me.
I would on you. Only friends. Now, before I get going, those of you with laptops, please don't look up the game. Hey, yeah, looking at you. If you know what this game is, please don't tell people. There is a twist. There is a part where the game just goes, what? And it's so much better if you don't know.
Okay.
That being said, our game is Darkened Skye for the GameCube, which I had the fortunate, I had the fortune of finding at my town's local, like, thrift store, where that's worse than the thrift store down the road. So, let's get into it. To quote my favorite fictional president, okay, let's party. Let's start at the beginning. Who made this video game? They don't exist anymore, I'm pretty sure. Boston Animation is from Massachusetts, but also the Wikipedia page says this game was devved in Kiev, which is not in Massachusetts. That's Ukraine, actually. They're doing really good, I guess. Their website is snazzy. And there's just nothing else to figure out about it except for this. It was released in 2002 for the PC and GameCube. Keep in mind that date. It's an action-adventure game. Keep in mind that genre. It was developed maybe by these guys and published by Simon & Schuster Interactive, who no longer publish video games. I want to say this killed them. I don't think it did, but it might have. Yeah, Simon & Schuster is a book publishing company. They're like, let's dip our toe into this video game stuff, and they produced some garbage. So, it got mostly middling reviews, which is a travesty because it is the worst thing, the absolute worst thing. Let's go on. So, know how I said save the date? If you had a GameCube in 2002, this was one of your options to buy, including to these games that also came out. These absolute classics. Just keep that in mind, especially this one, which is in the same genre. And now you might be saying, "Bruh, that's the Japanese release date. It took a year for it to get to the States." That's true. You know what else is true? 4 years after Ocarina of Time, same genre. There is a precedent for how video games like this are supposed to be made, and it was set in 1998 by this game. You had not only Ocarina of Time, but also Majora's Mask to get this right, to drill this genre into your head, and I don't think they played any of these. I don't think they played them. Because how could you make what this ends up being if you've so much as seen a screenshot of Zelda? I'll give it a compliment. The voice acting, weirdly good. They got actual voice actors in. The dialogue's bad. The dialogue's very bad. But the voice acting's quality. They even got Linda Lark, who played Princess Jasmine in the 1999 Hercules the Animated Series episode, Hercules and the Arabian Night, and then some other stuff that doesn't matter as much.
Oh.
She's a busy lady, by the way. She did not need to be in this video game.
Hercules crossover.
Yeah. So yeah, quality voice acting. And that's the only compliment I will ever give this video game. Because she is a gem. Not just because her character's name is Jasmine. So, I have a treat for y'all. Because I'm not going to show you a video of the video game. We're going to take a field trip. And I'm going to show you it being played live in that room over there because I didn't have a thing that transfers analog signal so I can play on the thing. But we're all moving this way now.
Field trip! Field trip! One person in here.
Come on, Andrew.
I'm coming. I'm coming. My phone doesn't die. There's Ellie. She's dabbing away, kinda.
I wouldn't dab.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Why does it take a full minute for each one?
Because it wants.
I know it wants to, but like it's counting down over here.
Those are good.
I need.
Yeah.
Hello?
Explode. Oh no, we just missed the best part of the game. The Nintendo logo.
Yes, get
Yeah.
Kill it.
That looks like a movie.
I'm excited.
What?
Rip in peace, I think.
I mean, their logo's pretty lit.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
The animation.
I've seen better.
Okay. So let's start off. In terms of main menus, not my favorite.
Can't really read it.
I mean, that's just because it's blurry.
But I mean,
GameCubes
it's
are
like,
blurry.
it's gray
Still
on gray,
though,
though.
yeah. The black on
You
black.
like gray, so I'll put gray on your gray.
Well, and so this, when you hit start, you get to an opening cinematic that I can only describe as grotesque.
I already watched
You
it.
mean
Hell yeah!
Yes! What? Excuse me? Is that an actual person? Yes.
Wow.
Oh no.
It's Darkened Skye.
Me, Jasmine.
Wherever you may be, in this world or the next. I'm fine today, Mom. Sick of hurting lentils, but fine. One of Necron's lackeys tried to make me salute, but I kicked him in the... Well, he'll be gibbering insanely in soprano from now on. I miss you, as always. Where are you? Why didn't you return from that voyage? What's the meaning of this talisman you left me? What's the meaning of me?
still trying to find that out.
My destiny, I'm putting in for early reincarnation.
Wait, it gets us. Why put this part?
Why did they render it as different side?
Do you think you're right smart wearing them bright colored things on your feet? We'll show you smart. Don't it?
Oh, yes. Bright colors are a symbol of rebellion after all. What will be outlawed next? Smiling? Breathing? Metabolizing?
Wait, what is that? And I want it. I kind of want it.
Where are you going?
I hate when my runners
I want him.
This. We're not supposed to leave this property. Come. What in the rainbow's name?
That's an orange artifact.
It's an artifact.
Actually, 100% scale.
The rainbow.
Taste the
She got the skin. And then the Red Sea parts.
Wow, you took 22 hours to beat this game. How did you play this for 22 hours?
Is he gonna steal the Skittles?
Because he loves us. That's why
The young female England Laura just found one. Orange.
Let's go.
Darkened Skye.
Best intro ever.
So,
Was that skippable?
we got 2 hours. I can show you that.
Keep going.
I still have a whole thing left to go. Y'all happy? I'm happy.
I don't understand.
Oh, don't worry. Neither do I. So this is the game. We have our orange artifact. Let's just boop over. See, no, it's an orange artifact. Wait, but
You can't tell me.
what is this thing?
It's a
And
Skittle. It's a Skittle.
It's an orange
Mom's
artifact.
Alice
By the way,
Miller.
before we get into it, what tab am I on?
Quest.
No, these are different. These are the tabs up there. Which one am I
Oh, you
on?
were on the one on the right.
Wait,
I didn't even.
See, this is one of the first things I noticed in this video game. And it's that you can't tell which one you're on unless you're in motion. And that's bad. Don't ever do that.
Oh.
Oh,
I think those were the one I was playing is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, yeah.
So, this is your standard action adventure fare. Look at it go. I gotta ruin mine.
What? Was it
Yeah. That's a good question. But first, I'm taking a volunteer. You were first. You were the first
I want to
one.
play it so bad.
Tell me how this game controls. Get up.
Oh, I have to get. Okay.
Tell me when you find jump.
Oh my god, is it not?
Okay.
Space camera.
Oh, I have to face. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, face me.
How does it face you?
Which one's jump?
Wait.
Oh, you pulled out your staff.
What?
Tell me what buttons do things.
Okay. L is to swing for some reason.
Wait.
What one was it?
Why is it the R? Why is it the right bumper?
It's right trigger.
Why is it the what?
On a GameCube. Do you know the amount of pull that is on this? You have to click it all the way down until it clicks.
Yeah. It doesn't. I have to. Oh, go game.
How do you turn the camera around? Is it the C stick?
Just with the C stick.
Is it weird how like looking around at the C stick kind of feels awful because it's a tiny nub?
Bro, look at her turning animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our hero.
Now, Jake, I want you to sidestep.
How do I do that?
Just straight.
Straight, yeah, straight.
Look down at your feet. Notice
Now do it to the right. Look at that.
Same. Going the same direction.
Wait, what?
Wait, why do I move?
She moves like a horse.
Yeah, she also sounds like a horse.
And
That's a noise.
yeah, it is. Thank you so much.
Woo!
Like, how do you feel?
Gross. What did this do?
So I'm gonna move ahead now. What's this guy?
Wow, easy, sister. I'm on your side.
My side? Who are you?
Call me Drac. Though Necroth would call me Dim Sum right about now.
So, an expert on Necroth, are we?
I happen to live out near his neck of eternal chaos. I hitched a ride here with his minions.
Minions! Great, I just love minions.
They're Necroth's special forces. They know all about your little orange discovery, and they're here to lighten your load.
But if you're from Necroth's hood, why would you want to help me?
Let's just say
Wait, you missed it. He made Harry Potter reference.
Thinking of going with Yay.
He said, "He whose face should not be glimpsed," in reference to the bad guy. I'm just glad we picked up that rune mine. Let's go.
Wait, what
So-
does the root
oh.
line do?
Oh, I don't know. So, we got enemies coming in. They're Necroth's special forces. Let's see their intense combat patterns.
He's walking.
So, that's another thing with this video game. Where, oh wait,
Okay,
no,
go to the village, find the old woman named Canish. She can tell you about that orange thing of yours that has everyone's willies in a bunch. Come on.
Dialogue's bad. Anyway, I could make those enemies in Unity in like 30 minutes.
Just fade it into the ground.
It did just fade into the ground. It's
Why
fine.
didn't
Those
you
are
light
health.
up that thing?
Those are health power-ups.
Are
I
they
have full
flowers?
health. I don't know. Anyway, so those enemies, what they did was when I got within range of like so far from them, they noticed my character, turned, and started walking in that direction. And then when I got in another range of them, they just started attacking at intervals. There's nothing to it. That's all it was. I could make that. I'm not even good at this. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Think it is a flower.
Rock, I'm starting to get sick.
Wait.
It's
It's a rune line, right?
It's another one.
Well, why didn't you say it this time?
Because she doesn't know. So what
Oh,
what button do you think would be equip?
A.
Hey, that worked. Now where do I find the description?
A.
Y?
B?
It was X. Wow, you guys are good at this. Don't tread on me because ouch. What does this thing do?
It's a mine and explode.
Oh.
What button do you think is used?
Oh.
X.
It was X. Now let's watch.
That took so much of your health.
It took so much of my health.
Wait,
There's
go
a
get
bug.
those flowers.
Go get the
Go
flowers.
get the
What flower? The flowers?
You're right,
Let's get the flowers.
Oh, they don't be small.
Of course not.
We did it.
Oh.
So you'll notice
Oh, yeah.
that your health regens slowly in this game. That's how I beat it. There were times where I would just be like, okay, I'm in a safe position. I'm gonna put the controller down, walk away and make chips and cheese for 5 minutes and come back, so then I'll be at almost full health.
There's another flower.
There was another flower. Another flower.
It's chips and cheese. Dog enemy. Attack.
Do they even hurt you?
I don't know.
Brock,
Tell
you
us how
listening
to
to
do
the
those
same
sick
button number, or
combos.
you like doing combos?
I held the L1 button. Yes. Oh no, look.
It's like mine.
Stone.
It's a rumble stone.
Oh, what?
A rumble stone.
Wait, is that the same thing from Ocarina of Time? Like,
No.
oh. What is
Let's
it?
go down this path, shall we?
That's not.
What
What does the rumble stone do?
It's the rumble stone. It really rocks. Do you want to know? It really rocks.
really rock?
It's the rumble stone. Mom's talisman.
What is it?
level 1.
What are those?
Why does flies sound like deflating balloons?
It's my favorite. Wait,
And I should do exactly what with a hollow log? Never mind, don't answer that. I'm sure it'll become real important later.
we're coming back later.
You
That's
can
not
just
important.
crawl through it.
No, it's not important for this level. The game told us.
But what if I wanna?
Why didn't you just put like a fucking rock right now?
Why would you?
Because that's
Why would you?
Put a
It ain't
hollow
the-
tree instead.
Why would you?
Because I do level design, goddammit.
No.
I love this.
Clearly your
This is
level
great.
design isn't
This
as
is
good
great.
as
Look,
this.
that one's blue, so he's stronger.
Is he no? Oh, look, there was a little bit bee back there.
And we move on.
I lost my.
Where the fuck are you going?
So I'm going to discuss the level design later. I call this a collecto maze. You want to know why? It's because it's a maze that you collect things in, and I hate it.
Do you have a map?
Are you ready for the worst noise?
Yes.
What is it? Where could it be coming from? I don't know. Cutscene.
That's where I came through with the others. Necrocs can tear holes in reality like a cheap joint.
What? So, there's an item around here that we need. Where would you think it would be?
In there.
No, that's silly. It's in the tree, you guys.
Excuse me.
Anything could be lurking in there. Well, guess I'll stick my face in. Whoa.
That is a butt.
What do you call that?
I'm going with red-breasted northern butt smiler, because that's just me.
It looks like a bunny.
Because it does.
Oh, no.
That was kind of terrifying.
It's fine to the village. But first, you think that guy has an item?
Yes. Yes, please.
I think it's a bee.
Let's see if I. Oh no, they move too fast for that to be an effective weapon.
Mark, we're killing you.
It's okay, I did it.
Oh, we got a key.
Did you get the key?
I did. Don't worry, there's no feedback. That would just complicate things. Another room. Let's go. So welcome to the village where you get shot by arrows for walking in. Look at him.
Of course, having grown up on a 20 farm, the term world traveler does not pursue
I don't know.
16, Section A of the
That would be
Uniform
fun.
Invasion Act. This weapon and its ordnance have been seized.
No, it's locked, you see. But wait,
We have a key.
we do have a key. It's Grunk's key.
Does Grunk have
That guy's name was
It was acquired from Grunk. Let's equip it, shall we? Oh wait.
Man, this thing torques.
It's even better when you have some, I don't know, ammo?
Well, let's unlock it. We need ammo.
What was that?
Well, it's what? It flew off. That's just
Why
like
did
real
it fly
life.
off?
In the distance?
Yeah. Whenever I unlock my door, it explodes and shoots out into space. This is true. Okay, so we need ammo. We need ammo for this.
Oh,
What?
get it.
The arrow guy.
What about Gronk?
He's just.
What about Gronk? He's had a long day! What direction should we go? Should we go to the left or the right?
The right.
The legs are not doing that.
There's not any.
The left?
Oh,
The left or the right?
Right.
Left?
Wait, hold on, Frog.
What's
Yo.
over there?
Look at the mountain again.
Ow, I got shot. I'm scared I'm going right.
I'm scared. I'm guessing I couldn't go.
Don't fall down, by the way.
Oh my god.
You wanna know what
Please
doesn't-
fall down.
You want to know what doesn't have autosave?
This must be
This-
the village marketplace. So where's the blue light special?
Well, you know, invasions of bloodthirsty monsters tend to dampen the old shopping spirit.
Let's talk to some friends, shall we? Here's one.
Not gonna see here.
I kind of want it.
Keep my mouth shut. Go ahead, kill me now. You're one of them, aren't you? Necross nasties.
Me? One of his bunch? Try again, Nostradamus.
Nostradamus reference.
These Indians heavy hitters. They swept through here in a wave, searching for someone, scaring away my customers. I'm Eve, merchant of the bizarre and extraordinary. I travel from world to world, collecting only the finest in rare and exotic fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's talk to him again, because I don't know what to
A
do.
stuffed Emligak from the jungles of Jampire, a live corporal from the firelands of Heem, a glowing lampfish from the watery world of Oddmire. Only the rarest of living things. If you've got a creature to sell or trade, show me the bunny!
Well, I think I know what we got that bunny for, you guys. But how do I use it?
It looks like it's in your health bar.
It's equipped. Yeah.
Oh, that's what that means.
Oh, it's X. It's always X.
Well, a wild... red-breasted northern butt smiler? Close enough. Please fetch a modest price and out of Bulgarian. I'll let you have my lampfish fire.
We got the lampfish, you guys.
Wow.
That's what I always wanted.
I thought we needed oh.
Let's go.
We're gonna kill the fish?
Wait, no, remember at the beginning...
Oh, don't you dare tell me that's your ammo.
No, at the beginning where Drax said, get to the village, talk to the old woman named Ganish. I think she's in this house because I played this game before.
How do you...
How the hell?
See how the door glows? Wait,
Oh my god. Oh, it's still
Only
low.
then what's got the password, enter here.
we need a password, y'all.
What was that line?
Only them that got the password may enter here. So we need to find the password, and I think it's over here.
How was I supposed to know that was a path?
You weren't. This took me so long the first time.
What's that?
Anyway,
you're a master.
you know what's great when the jump button is right trigger? Jumping puzzles.
Oh no.
Hey, Brock,
Yeah.
did you do this game without a walkthrough?
Oh, I played it with a walkthrough. Don't worry. It just took me a couple levels to get to it. There comes a point when everybody decides, I need a walkthrough. This game came rather quickly, but still not quick enough. Let's get up here. You know what those are? They're nothing. They are nothing. Those red things, those are hell thingies that I don't need. And I'm not going to get them because that's just more jumping. It's a cave! Do you like witty dialogue?
Yeah. Think I'll wander into that pitch black cave alone? I want to show up in the credits as third dead teenager.
Fourth wall break. Cool. I can't get in here. You know what I need? A lampfish. But there's no light. I have to hit X. So what immediately stands out to you in this?
The flashing
Hold on,
This
is that
one? This one? Wait.
What?
The old tuning forks in the wall near the hidden entrance stick.
Oh, come on, we can't do this puzzle till later.
How do you know?
I read the script. I mean, I had a sacred vision.
Okay, but for real though, Brooke's reaction to that was fabulous. Just immediately put your hand to your temples. It's not that. Could it be?
The flashy rocks?
Not without some major carbo loading.
So how do we move these? Would it be the rumble stone?
You're kidding.
You know what, the first thing I would use is the rune mine, because it explodes. And this has done nothing. Never anything for me yet. Let's use the rumble stone, because that's what works.
What the
Wait,
Oh no, we'll never figure out what it says. It's written in backwards writing. Send us all to Prism.
I think we found the code, guys. I think we're in.
Oh.
But you know what we need first?
A rock?
Floating rock. You know how easy it is to miss that? Buried.
What?
But just one.
Just one.
Just one.
That's weird.
Is that our ammo?
That might be our ammo. You got it!
I'm a genius.
I wish you could shoot the rune mines. That'd be badass.
That would be fun, wouldn't it? No, but you don't shoot bombs through catapults.
You could. You could. Wait, is a catapult? I thought it was a ballista.
It would make sense, wouldn't it?
It looks
No.
like a giant crossbow.
Oh, wait, no.
Wait.
Here's where one of us has to say lock and load.
It's expected, it really is.
Lock and load.
Ooh, not bad. Good first effort.
Okay, so look, it shoots in that direction. How do I aim this?
I don't know.
With the C stick?
No, that's to look around.
With those little things up front. 5
X?
sides into it.
No.
Oh, you pushed those.
No! No!
on the other side is trying to sit.
Oh yeah. You gotta switch sides to move it. This is the
That's
best.
terrible.
This is the best. You gotta get it in the right direction. No.
Wait, you grabbed one rock.
Oh, I know. Wait, we might be able to still hit him. Yep, we got him. It's not a one-hit kill.
One hit kill.
Oh, let's just keep going.
Let's see the 6.
Hey!
And the rock's gone.
Let's collect this.
How the fuck?
Wait. Witty dialogue incoming.
Orders. Secure village. Monitor female domicile. Terminate young rebel with extreme prejudice. Seize orange item. And don't forget Stumpy's party. Bring a funny gift.
Wait,
Ha!
how the fuck are you doing this?
You couldn't have, Nathan. You couldn't have.
But thankfully we have Brock and his infinite knowledge of Darkened Skye.
I'm so sorry. Let's get to the meat of the business then.
Send us all to prison.
Why was the password written on the inside of a random cave?
In backwards writing.
In backwards.
Is it always the same?
Yeah. Are you ready to meet the best character?
If you think you're taking this old biddy without a tussle, I got one word for you. Sanana banana! It can't be. I haven't seen one of those since. What is it? By the great rainbow. That, my strange young sapling, is a skittle. Volumes to learn, and but the choice of age in which to do it.
Let's listen to the story.
Is this whole game one
Viper plant got your tongue? A rainbow, that's what it is. Oh, don't stare at me like I'm the back end of a dwentle. Rainbows were real.
They got the nice Pixar blink going on in there.
So did the Skittles. Rainbows like colored hail. What were Skittles, you ask? I'm just a crazy old crone. What would I know? But I will tell you this. The people knew magic then, and 'twas Skittles what fueled that magic. But then Necroth did the unthinkable. He forged the dark prison and channeled the rainbow to his own foul realm, so that all the Skittles would be his. He rounded up every last remaining Skittles from all except his own.
You like the Infinity Stones, guys.
Except you know they're Skittles.
And that someday the magic will return. Someday.
Roll 3.
Is she magic? From rainbows? And does no one fight back with the magic today?
You do, lass, in your heart. And there are
Just
others
met her.
in lands beyond ours. Look again.
Again,
4 times. These rainbows rain and skittles flowed. And magic ruled the day.
You excited for these levels coming up?
Well, this land.
Yeah, it's Moses. Skittles Moses.
Ancient land. He has a plan to restore the rainbow. He knows of others who
Let my people snack.
His forces have cut him off from the world where he can do no good.
It's the red one.
Oh my god.
The magic low these years. Come.
You're trying to tell me that lady had one?
Yeah, she had a Skittle. She just had one.
She didn't eat it?
Skittles advertising?
She's green. She should have been green.
So this is Vinny's house?
Yeah.
Ananda Nay. Timula.
Spartasoft, yes.
Welcome.
You missed the big reveal. I'm sorry.
I've bought us some time.
sorry, I have a
I've
class
sealed off
tomorrow.
Necross Sentry,
Sorry.
but my spell won't hold forever. Now
Now we
you
got
must
it.
make magic
All you
something.
know is that those are Skittles.
See the truth, and you will find the sacred circle. It
They're
will
actually
take you
called
where you
Skittles.
need to go. See the truth. Find the circle.
The big twist was the Skittles, right?
Okay, so we can do magic now.
We got True Sight.
How would I equip this spell? It's Y.
What?
Why?
Exactly! Anyway, let's use True Sight. You want to know what button that was?
Why?
Why?
Z.
What?
I feel like you're just picking buttons.
We need to
What does
leave.
it do?
And I think it's this, because I want to be done. Wait.
What is true sight?
No, shh. Don't tell me. Your name, I know it. Shot. Spy. Oh, Skye?
Fuck this.
Psychic Hotline auditions were last week. Try Skye.
Right. Sorry. And your mother was Mariama.
You knew my mother? How come I don't remember you showing up at any potluck parties?
I can explain now, but I am a friend. I'll try to help when I can.
I am a Dorito.
Better get moving.
Hello.
Wait!
He's got magic.
He's Magneto.
Oh, level 1 is done, guys!
Are we done?
I also feel like
Oh,
Are we done?
we can be done. We can be done.
How's it all?
The Skittles, right?
How many more levels are there in this game?
Oh, so many more than you would expect.
Brock, tell them how long it took you to beat this
It
game.
took me 22 hours to beat this video game.
No.
At least you had Skittles.
Oh, thank you. I am magical now. Let's go, shall we?
Oh, insta-die.
Oh no! Wait, no matter how far in the level I would have gotten, it would have done the same thing. Let's just wait.
Was it scripted?
Wait. Just at the start of the level again. There's no checkpoints in this video game. You die at any point, and you either have to load a save or you're back here.
I have a feeling we should have packed some serious lunch.
Well, I'll discuss the save system. You know what? Let's save. Let's save as our last thing, so we'll never forget this day. As you can see, that's bullshit. The time, because I died so many times, and it doesn't remember if you don't save over your deaths.
Oh.
Let's make a new save. Let's not. Yes.
What kind of check mark is it?
And it's saved. It saves in states like Skyrim, only there's no autosave. We're done. Let's migrate.
Rock, how are those Skittles?
They were delicious and magical.
I would have turned the game
Okay. Come on. Come on.
Can you freeze?
Oh, it might have. Oh no. I'll just do it from here. This is because I didn't want to spoil it. Hey guys, it was about Skittles. Hey guys, this was all an ad for Skittles.
Wait, you're kidding. Was it actually like an ad?
Oh, Marsco made this happen. They wanted a Skittles video game, and they tricked you into buying it. This is the cover of the video game. The only place it ever mentions Marsco, Skittles, or the trademark Taste the Rainbow is in the fine print on the back. Right here. This game is a lie. It's also very bad. And they call them Skittles, the singular candy. It's not, oh, that's a Skittle. It's, oh, that's a Skittles. What the hell? Oh.
You okay?
It gets worse. Trust me when I say that this video game, that was the best part of it.
The reveal of the Skittle?
Huh?
The reveal of the Skittle?
Yeah, because at least, yeah. It gets worse though. It gets worse, and I'm gonna tell you all the ways. Let's start with the save system. This is the easiest one. I don't like how Skyrim saves its game. This game is very similar, only there is no save states. There's no autosave. If you ever died, you either have to load your last save or you go back to the start of the level. There's no in between, which is unacceptable. I cannot tell you, it said 16 hours up there, right? On when I saved the game as to like my thing or whatever. Mm-hmm. That is such a low number compared to, I did this over days over summer break. It's insane. So just please put an autosave in games if you make it. Or if it's like Pokemon, just lean in and make it Pokemon. Don't do what that was. Let's keep moving. The boss fights are jokes. I don't have a capture device at my house, so I filmed it using my iPhone. And that's shitty, but you needed to see. There are boss fights in this game, and this is one of my, god damn it. This is one of my favorites. Let's watch. Oh, all the audio's dead.
I can fix it. Hold this.
Oh, by the way,
mind.
her outfit just changes. Like you get into a new level and this is the one with the green. She wears shorts in a different one.
Does she get a green Skittle?
Play it.
You do get the green Skittles. Oop.
Face eternal winter. Chill, bud.
Let's watch. Let's see how this. I'm sorry that my phone has such bad recording on this. This is the blue cave. We're blue. And you're going to fight the dragon. And at this point you have the fireball, which lets you do this. That's the enemy. Let's watch.
Hey, look.
You fought with skill.
Oh.
Excuse me.
So much skill and honor. Oh, I don't want it again. Stop.
But we want it again.
I don't.
I want that on the loop.
How do I stop this?
Escape.
Hit escape, my dude.
Yo.
Oh, hey, I think it worked kind of though.
You're out, kind of.
What?
Yeah.
What is this?
I think your game broke.
Oh, that's fine. Let's go back to present. The game broke me. So, boss fights in this game are either that or fought hard. The only similarity between them is that they're all damage sponges. They are all regular enemies who just so happen to have much more health and do a lot more damage. And say what you will, but I prefer a good old Zelda boss when it's like a puzzle that you have to figure out. Give me a glowing weak point, is what I'm saying. If the enemy has a big eye, I'll be happy. This is bad. Not to mention the final boss, which is ludicrous. It's like you have to get up to him and use all of your skills to perform the rainbow spell. That's not a joke. Let's go on to level design. I hate this. I hate enemy hallways. You see those armor guys? Hard. It takes them like a minute and a half to kill one of them, and they throw many of them at you. Not because there's any skill in fighting them, not because you fight one to learn it and then you fight a lot just to prove that you're good at it. It's because how do we make this game longer? We need player retention, you guys. And that's mostly how, like that's how half the levels are built. Go straight, and if you find an enemy, beat it. If you don't, it'll kill you and you have to restart. It's padding. It's so much padding. And it's like half the reason why I spent almost a day beating this game. You want to know what I hate twice as much? Collecto mazes. I coined this term because I like it. Because collectathon games could be fun. I love Banjo-Kazooie. This is bad. This is from a level, this level took me the longest in the entire game. They drop you into a place, and you know how in Banjo-Kazooie it's like, You get dropped into a place, you're like, oh, this place looks fun. I can't wait to explore and find all the items. This is a big level. Fuck. Because not only do you never know where you're going, there is no map, but you also spend like 6 hours trying to find the little bug guys to fill up your serum, and I don't know why I did it. I needed to give it to the white lady though so she could give me the Skittle.
You've got nuts.
I have. It's bad. It's bad. You know what makes me the angriest though? The absolute angriest. You know what's the worst part of this video game?
About Skittles?
I call it difficulty by fuck you. Let me explain. That was for you. Maybe the yellow ones are bad. Let's test to see. Okay, yellow's bad. But I jump on a purple on my way over to that one, right? So, well, I start on a green, right? Green must be good, right? Right? No. Do you know which one I have to jump on next?
The red one.
Yeah.
Why
You
are
did
all
it.
4 of them?
There's the red one. Let's
These
find
are
it.
all right triggered.
Oh yeah.
It worked, but that one is a failure.
How far into the level is this?
This is so far into the level.
No.
Can you use like your skill magics?
No, you have no flying until the last level.
Wait,
Wait, you
What
get
about the-
flying?
Yeah, you do. It's bad. Oh, look, I just killed myself for fun. Oh my, it did the thing again. Luckily, that's the last video I have. This isn't the only time. It's not the first time. It's not close to the last time that this game pulls this kind of random chance bullshit on you. There's an earlier level, the second level actually, where you get to a place with 3 paths, and depending on which path you pick, a worm will pop up and swipe at you, and you better hope that you don't fall into that water, because if you do, then you gotta reload your save. If you didn't know how to save, like me for the longest time, you just replay the level. That's near the end of the level, by the way. This breaks my soul when I see this done in video games. This was a product that was shipped in 2002, a good game year for good games. And it ruined my summer because it's bad. Because it's bad, bad, bad. I will hate all of you if you ever do this. And that's a lie because I'm not a hateful person, but still. Let's move on to the dialogue. You know how the dialogue in this movie is bad? Right? So you heard it in there. Makes this movie look like fucking Picasso. And not just because his face is melty like oil paint. like I said, they got some good voice actors in there. Goddamn Princess Jasmine. From the 1999 Hercules the Animated Series episode, Hercules in the Arabian Night. And also some other shit. But it doesn't matter if the dialogue's bad. They made references to Harry Potter, you guys. You know what sucks in video games? References. You know who's not Deadpool? Well, that. But also this game. If you're going to try to be funny, run it by at least 3 people, please. And not just people you like. Run it by somebody you hate. Then you'll know. Then you'll know. If you say, hey, by the way, here's this thing, and they go, I hate you, but that's pretty good. You're gold. Which brings me to, I think, my last point. I don't know what was happening. This is me trying to, like, map it out for y'all. Let's go. Here's Skye. You have a mom. You think she's missing. She's really alive. This is Necroth. He wants to kill you and take the Skittles. Your dad, you don't know he's your dad, wants to kill you, but he works for Necroth and he betrayed your mom. And that's Drac up there, he's your sidekick, but Dorian's actually Drac and you don't know that. You didn't even know his name was Dorian. And there's a forced romance, if you couldn't tell. But your mom hates Dorian because he's a man, and her man betrayed her and the Skittles. And I don't know why there's mermaids, but the vampires work for Necroth.
Huh?
When you get down to it, the story is, I'm going to go to a level, go through it, collect the Skittle and the gem or whatever, and move on. This doesn't make sense. This makes no absolute gosh darn sense.
What are the gems?
Oh, you put those in your mom's talisman.
Oh, you don't put the I thought you put the Skittles in there.
No, the Skittles you use to cast magic. You need the gems for mom's talisman.
Wait, you need to get both.
Yeah, you need to get both. I have no idea why this game does anything it does. All I know is that it hurts my brain bits. Because it's bad, you guys. Because it's bad. Because it's bad, 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 bad!
Bad.
So bad. But then why are we here? Why are we here? 2 Metal Gears and 2 slides. If this is so bad and we want to make good games, why would we look at the bad game? Why would we? And you see, that's because we're here to learn. And you can learn so much more from failure than you can from anything successful. This is my favorite scene in Burn After Reading. Where like, Brad Pitt's dead, George Clooney's trying to flee the company, the lady's trying to give government secrets to the Russians, and the CIA director's just like, what did we learn? And he's like, I don't know. It's like, I guess we learned never to do it again. If that's one thing we learned from this, it's never do this game again. So, audience participation time. Raise hands, who learned what? I'm gonna go you, then you.
I learned not to do that.
Okay.
Games that are made specifically for advertising reasons are probably gonna go bad if you don't have an idea of what you're actually doing.
Hey, that's a good one. Anybody else?
Make the enemy AI fucking competent.
That's a good point. Remember how I said same year as Wind Waker? You know how fighting a fucking bokoblin in that game feels so good? Or are they moblins? I don't know. Both? There's both of them? It feels good, you guys. You wanted to go?
Yes. If you're gonna do collectathons in like a level, make the level fun to go through.
That's a good one.
Map your controls well.
Hey, that's a good one.
When you're writing dialogue, try to think about how real people talk.
That's a very good one. Anybody else? Nathan?
Make a map.
Make a map.
Don't take money from, like, I don't know, Mars Co.
They're probably ruining the world somehow.
Hire whoever voice acted Princess Jasmine because she will single-handedly save your game.
I don't know if it saved it, but she definitely was the least bad part of it. Anybody else?
Make an autosave system.
Thank you. We all good?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Justin.
Adventure game style bullshit puzzles are awful.
Yeah.
Remember that catapult you had to push?
Oh, yeah, remember that catapult? Don't do that. You go again.
Oh, when you die, it should be your fault, not the game just giving you the finger.
Hey, that's a good one. Anybody else, or we good? We good. I'm gonna wind down now with some conclusions, okay? Never ever just throw difficult enemies at the player to make the game longer, to make it seem harder. There's thought behind Dark Souls, there is not here. Not always in Dark Souls, but usually in Dark Souls. Don't make mazes. I really don't like mazes in games. I know because I've made a couple of maze games. Hey Ellie, what are you talking about?
What?
You talking about Utter Darkness?
What?
guys don't make
We
maze
all
games.
make maze games in the game dev miner.
They're all bad.
They're all bad.
They're always
From
bad.
experience. Make your menus legible. Remember when you couldn't tell what tab I was on unless I was moving? That's bad. That'll get you some bad marks from Brock. I'm dead at this point. Never ever use triggers for jumping. I don't care a lot of the time what you map your buttons to. Triggers have so much pull in them that it makes jumping the worst. You have to anticipate jumps. I never want to anticipate jumps. You can put them anywhere else, really. I'm very liberal about that if you're experimenting. Never triggers. If your boss fight can be completed by just standing in one spot and shooting, that's not a boss fight. Don't do it. If your enemies are just tanks, if they're just larger versions of the regular enemies with the inflated health bar, that's not good. Make the boss fights should always be something different from normal enemies. Not this. If you ever have a Collecto level, then somebody mentioned make it getting to the Collecto thingies fun. Do that. We discussed auto-saving and checkpoints and stuff, and how if you don't have that, and you design your game's levels around the player's ability to save every 5 seconds, so that if they fall off the thing when it eventually comes out from under them because there's no way they could have known, I will hate you so much. And never, ever, 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 ever design by difficulty by fuck you. Because it doesn't make your game fun. And nobody wants to play a fun game except for me, because I'm an idiot who plays these things for you. Yeah. I don't care.
You also spelled legible wrong.
He went through this whole game. Leave him alone.
Maybe it was on purpose. Maybe it's Maybelline. We're going. That's a good place to end it, because I'm pretty much done. I've had a good time before y'all clap, though. All right, you know what? Clap now. Get your clap in Announcement time. Game Jam! Woo! Who likes Game Jams? Global Game Jam. Actually, coming up the 25th. That's a Friday next week. Get excited. Any other...
Me? Yeah, I'm be here.